Hi everyone. Today we're looking at compass bearings and I suppose and bearings in general and accuracy. So you've received a sheet with this on it. I'll just read the question out. We've got a diagram with Australia and a big spot in the middle. It says the distance from Sydney, Australia to Honolulu in Hawaii is 8,160 kilometres on a bearing of 37 degrees true to the nearest degree. How far north would you have travelled? All right, so we've got a nice start of a diagram for us. If this is Sydney and this is our north, we've travelled on 37 degrees to get all the way out to Hawaii. The question is asking us how far north is that? So if I extended my north line straight up, how far north have I travelled to get there? So I'll set myself an east to west line and I'll set it up at right angles. And I know that I've travelled 8,160 kilometres. And now I can start to use my trick. So, based on this 37 degrees, I have the adjacent and the hypotenuse. So I'm going to use cosine. So, cosine theta equals adjacent on hypotenuse. Then I'll substitute in what I know. Cosine 37 equals adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Now I want to get x on its own. So I'm going to times both sides by 8,160 and this side will cancel out. 8,160 times cosine 37 is equal to x. Now, I just need to do this on my calculator. So 8,160 times by cosine 37 and I get 6,506, let's say 17 kilometres to the nearest kilometre is equal to x. So when I travel from Sydney to Honolulu, I've travelled north 6,517 kilometres. The second part of the question asks me something slightly different. It says, if instead you travelled on a compass bearing, that should actually say true bearing, of 36 degrees, how far north of Honolulu would you be? Or how far north have you travelled? Okay, so we've got a really, really similar triangle. But instead of 37 degrees, we've got 36 degrees. So 36 degrees, travelling 8,160 kilometres, landing somewhere around here, and I want to find or call this what? Okay. So again, we have the adjacent, which we don't know. We have the hypotenuse, which we do know. So we're going to use cosine theta equals adjacent on hypotenuse. Every time you've got to show that step. That is you choosing and showing me the decision about which trig ratio you need. Cosine 36 equals x on 8160. 8160 times cosine 36 is equal to x. And then I need to do that on my calculator. So 8,160 times cosine 36, which equals 6,602 kilometres, rounded to the nearest kilometre. So the question then says, how far north of Honolulu would you be? Well, in the first case, when I went the correct way, I was 6,517 kilometres north. The second time, if I was just 1 degree different, I was 6,602 kilometres north. So if I take the smallest from the largest, it ends up that I am, therefore, I travel 85 kilometres further north. Would this 1 degree make much of a difference? Well, you know what? It really would. Honolulu is on one of the small islands of Hawaii, because Hawaii is made up of lots of islands, and it's one of the northern islands. Now, the very biggest island, the main island, if you like, of Hawaii, is actually 82 kilometres north to south. Okay, but all the other ones are much, much smaller. So if I've travelled 85 kilometres north of Honolulu, I'm in the middle of the ocean and I'm not even anywhere near an island at all. So, yes, 1 degree makes a huge amount of difference. In the next video, I'm going to show you about another way to work with degrees so that we can be more accurate, especially when it comes to nautical travel as well as aviation travel.